Happy Sunday, happy Creation Day, happy let's move some more blocks to us being able to create what we really want. How freaking cool is that? And I have been having a serious or not so serious moment about how to create things for myself. It's been really fun to see how that shows up. Not so much, and I would prefer not to, but hey, that means I'm just like you. And there is a space of creation that is available for each and every one of us. So yay to that. I'm having a whole oh my God, I'm upstairs, I'm outside, I'm inside, I'm downstairs, oh my gosh. And that is just like the rest of us, right? Creating what you want. What exactly does that look like? What does that show up like in your life? And if you're a little bit like me, you spend a lot of time going, oh, I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but what am I supposed to be doing? And what am I supposed to make it look like? And what tools do I need? And how do I know what to do? Normal, normal, normal. Here we are on a planet where people don't really talk about energy. People don't talk about creation. People don't talk about accessing your information because we all don't really know how to do it yet. We're still working out the kinks in all of it. And so I love that this has shown up today, that it's just like, oh, how about we have a conversation about this stuff? Last week when I posted that I was going to be doing tips, tools, and techniques, first thing, right? Tips, tools, and techniques, I spent a long while having a conversation like, oh my God, did I write tips, tricks, and techniques? Why would I do tricks? Like, tricks isn't a good thing. And what in the world is that? And why would I be saying that? Have you ever done that? Have you ever had those moments where you're just like, oh my God, am I doing it right? Am I going in the right direction? Totally normal, right? It's totally normal for us to be sitting down, starting to create something and have a lot of doubts and a lot of worries and a lot of concerns and a lot of questions about what exactly it looks like. That totally makes sense. And instead of us going into some kind of, oh my God, what am I doing? What we can do is ask for a healing, ask for help. Ask for somebody, whoever it is, to help you move that fear, that anger, that worry, that concern, whatever the word is that you choose to use. Ask for somebody to help you move more of that, because holy cow, that's not helping any of us, right? It's not helping any of us. Step one. You are a beautiful being of light. You are a creative soul. You are here to create. All of us across the board, doesn't matter who we're talking about, every single person on the planet is here to create something. Now, do I necessarily mean creating a program online or, a podcast or writing a book or something like that? No, absolutely not. There's a lot of other things that we are busy creating. We're creating relationships, right? Sometimes we're creating fear. Sometimes I'm busy going, what the heck, right? But we're all here creating something for us to have an experience with. Know that you are a creative, highly creative, powerful, magical soul here incarnated on this planet to have all the exact experiences you've already had. Yay for you, you're already through a whole bunch, right? There's so many things you have already done, you have created There's relationships you've created. There's jobs you've created. Many of us create physical things. We create paintings or books or writings or, some other kind of physical thing. Cheers to you. You're already doing it. And now you have this awareness that is like, oh, well, gosh, what would it look like if I actually created with consciousness, that I knew I was creating something? Or you have said, oh my gosh, there is some piece of information right there, right? There's a piece of information right there in my head. I have this awareness that there's something next for me to do. What does that look like? I love that. I have been getting this information that there was a book, that there's a podcast, that there are some next pieces for me. And I have spent probably 3, 4, 5 months like, all right, what is that? Then going unconscious. Oh, look, there's another piece of it. And then going unconscious. There's another piece of it. For God's sakes, would somebody please give me more information? And having an awareness that all of that is in the process of moving, right? The stuff that is keeping me blocked from my information is in the process of moving out. I'm in the process of creating something new. I have more awareness about it, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. Number 1, know you're already creating. You are already in that space. Number 2, know that the uncovering process is just that. It's an uncovering. It's like there is magic inside of you and you're busy trying to get to it. Oh God, I gotta move that. I can feel that. Each and every one of us has this beautiful crystal right here in our chest. And it's a crystal of creation. It's a crystal that is letting us create what is next for us. But holy cow, it's buried underneath a whole lot of nonsense. It's buried underneath a whole lot of untruths. It's buried underneath a whole lot of fear that we're not enough, that we don't know how to create, that there's nothing to create with. You have no idea. I am not creative. I don't know how to create anything. I've never created a podcast before. I don't know what to do. Yeah, all of that stuff. So we're going to move all of that for each and every one of us, because it's not the truth of us. We absolutely are creative. We absolutely are here to create new things. I heard last week, and I absolutely love this piece of information. Fear has no information. Fear's responsibility, fear's job is just to keep creating itself, replicating itself over and over and over again. And so when I notice that I have fear in my body, I can have an awareness that, oh, look at that. All fear is doing is recreating itself. I'm not actually getting out of this fear that I keep playing through over and over again. I just keep running round and round and round and round. And sometimes it even feels like it's gotten bigger. Whew, I don't know what that is. But here's the secret. Your higher self, your soul, your essence, your I am presence, whatever it is you like to call that, knows people, knows beings, knows souls that can help move that. They absolutely do. And what your higher self does is goes and gets somebody and says, yo, tap, 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 tap on the shoulder. I need some help. This thing right here, it's blocking me from creating what I want. Can you help me move it? How cool is that? You know people. You might not know you know people, but you do. You know souls that know how to move more fear. And what happens for all of us is when we move that layer of fear, suddenly a creation happens. Suddenly you're on your way. Suddenly you remember that you know somebody who knows how to do what you're looking to do. And you call them, you text them, you send them an email, you contact them. And you are on your way to creating what you want. Simply because you moved the fear that was blocking you getting access to that information. There is no information in fear. None. All fear does is replicate itself. It's the same for anger and unworthiness and shame and blame. They just keep replicating themselves. Until you add a high frequency to that, until you add some love, some joy, some clarity, maybe you want to go big and add some wonder. Until you add some of those high frequencies to that, that pain, anger, fear can't transform. It doesn't know how to transform itself. It only knows how to keep creating the same thing over and over again. That blocks you from getting what you want. That blocks you from creating what you want. So just for all of us, there are stars coming in, and these stars are coming in for each and every one of us, whether you know it or not, whether you have an awareness of it. They are coming in for each and every one of us, and they are melting into our bodies, melting into our brains. And this is what that is. This is adding more light to our bodies, adding more light to our brains. You get to go up in frequency when you add more light. If I stay hidden in the back of a closet, I can't see anything. I'm busy being in fear. I'm hiding in the dark. There's no light there. But when I open up the door, suddenly I'm like, oh, look, there's information. Look, there's what I'm creating next. That's how you do it. So, know that your higher self is always on it. Your higher self is busy helping you, the person in the body, move what's getting in the way of creating. Now, some of us, our higher selves actually have the information. And when our higher self has the information, they go to work. Work, 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 work. Move that out. Move it all out. Got a whole bunch in our throats, right? We have a whole bunch of fear in our throats. Oh my God, what happens if I actually start talking and people believe me? Or worse, they don't believe me. What the freak am I going to do then? Let's move some of that fear that shows up in our throats. And for those of us whose higher self has that information, they're working on it all the time. You're sleeping, your higher self is moving fear. You're eating a great meal out, your higher self is working on shame. You are busy exercising in the gym, your higher self is busy moving pain. How freaking cool is that? Your higher self is on it when they have the information. They want to keep moving the stuff that is blocking us from creating. when we know that, then we just start creating like crazy. So, how about this idea? How about you remember that you can instruct the field? This is not just air, it is air, but it's also the quantum field. It's also the place where energy exists. And when we start to know that we can pull information from this field, when we start to trust that we are absolutely magical and incredible human beings that can do this, things start changing. This creates pentacles. Snapping creates pentacles. Pentacles amp up the high frequencies. Isn't that cool? You can put your hands out and ask for more information. I know I'm supposed to be creating something. I know there's something in the works. I'm at an impasse. I'm stuck. Somebody help me. Oh, there's always help available in the quantum field. Yo, quantum field. Yo, God. Yo, higher self. I need more information. I don't know what it looks like. I'm not sure what it is. I don't even trust that what's I'm asking for is actually there. But I'm going to pretend for a little while that it is. Where do I want to put it? I want to put it right here in my throat. And I start to trust that that's the case. I go, okay. Oh my God, that's it. That's the next piece. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that piece of information that literally just dropped in. How cool is that? It's so freaking cool that that's how it happens. Here you go. Catch yourself. Catch yourself doing amazing things. Praise yourself. Say great things about yourself. Wow, that was fast. Wow, that's a great idea. Oh, I love that I said that. Oh, I'm a really good person. I'm nice. Catch yourself when you go, oh, that'll never work. How about that? Oh, that'll never come out of my mouth again. I'm going to speak it all right here into the quantum field. What I want, how I am. I'm designing it right here. Watch. Love, 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 love. It just keeps coming out. Can you feel it? Joy, 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 joy. That's what happens. It's right there. It's just going out into the quantum field right to you. It is that magical. It is all of that. So you're stuck, and then you're not stuck. I'm gonna start calling these, I'm stuck, this sucks. I'm stuck, this sucks. Acknowledge it. I'm stuck, this sucks. Indeed. And then what do? Yo, higher self. Go get somebody. Yo, higher self, give me a gift. Everybody, ask for a book. I've got a book of magic. Now, how do I know I have a book of magic? Because I just heard the word magic and saw the bright green. Did I see a book in my hand? Nope. But the word book came out of my mouth, and I'm going to trust that exactly as it shows up right here. And this book, I'm going to trust my hands. I'm going to trust when my hand moves that it's time for it to move. That I didn't misread it, misspeak it, or anything else. What does your book look like? And remove the fear and the judgment and the pain that keeps you from knowing that. I'm going to put my book right back here. I put a lot of stuff back here. I put a lot of stuff in the back of my brainstem. Does that mean it's wrong? No. It means that's where it goes. And if I put it back here and it isn't supposed to be back here, my higher self is once again on it. I'm going to trust that. And each and every one of those books that you put in for yourself is filled with key codes, filled with more light, filled with more of what your higher self wants. Isn't that freaking crazy? Isn't that a little bizarre? I used to think, I don't know, your book is probably filled with all of that, but my book isn't filled with any of that. And now I'm starting to be more aware that mine is filled with so much magic, so much power, so much clarity, so much love, that it's starting to move more of those ideas that everybody else must have access to the information except me. I'm getting the idea that I actually have the information. And that's how you manifest. That's how you create with power. That's how you create what you want. It's a repeat process. Over and over again. Start to know that you are powerful enough to create what you want. Start to know that you are busy moving out the things that no longer work for you. That you have a higher self, a soul, an essence, an I am presence that is always working for you, always working on your side. In fact, it is you. You are always working on your side. Always. And that's how things get done. That's how you start manifesting. That's how you start creating. That's how things happen faster and faster and faster. You know who you are. You know you're the light. You know you have assistance. It's always available. It's either available here in the quantum field, or it's available for you to go get. There's always someone. There's always someone in the physical. There's always someone in the energetic world that is ready to help you, that is just waiting for you to say, hey, I need some help. Always. It's not a like, oh, well, it's after 8, so sorry, I'm off. And it's not like I don't work on Sundays and Mondays. It is always, 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 always. You are on it. You are always creating. You're creating with your words. You're creating with your mind. You're creating with your higher self. You're busy creating what is next. Know that. Trust that. Sometimes I'm having a day that I need more trust. I'll take more trust, please. Giant balls of blue and gold. I just want to put them right here in my brain. More trust, more wonder, more truth. Awesome. Does it matter what you do? Nope. Doesn't matter what you do. There's no right answer. Right? If you put out your hand and you ask for a gift and you say to yourself, this is really silly. I can't imagine that there's actually a gift there, but I'm going to play like there is. And then you put it on your throat and you go, did I get that right? Oh crap, maybe it wasn't supposed to be for my throat. Maybe it was supposed to be for my brain. Maybe it's supposed to be for my big toe. What the freak am I supposed to do? Trust more. You did it right. Your higher self is busy on it. Always. Always, always, always. I'm busy creating a whole bunch of new things. I'm busy creating another round of Mastery of Your Information course. That one seems to be kind of easy, but every once in a while there's a stumbling block with that. I've done it before, but what's next to create with it? Am I actually putting enough people into the class? Am I creating the space that's filled with love? I'm also busy creating in my house, shifting furniture around. The room that I'm in today had at least 4 different arrangements yesterday because I wasn't in my knowing what I was supposed to be doing. So in the physical, I was moving furniture around. I'm creating a new book. What the freak does that look like? I don't know. I just keep letting it unfold, letting it unfold, letting it unfold. I'm creating a new podcast. What does that look like? I don't know. When the information drops in, I will do an episode. What else am I doing? I'm creating new relationships. I'm recreating old relationships. I'm moving out stuff that doesn't work in my old relationships and creating new stuff, putting higher frequencies into it. I'm busy creating whatever shows up next. I'm busy speaking. I'm busy helping you create. It's the exact same thing for each and every one of us. I'm not any different than you are. You just might put different words in. You're not creating a book, but you're creating a new piece of art. Trust yourself. You're so much more than you can imagine. Love that. And so I want to thank you for showing up, for not showing up here on Sunday morning, but for showing up in your life, for showing up in every way that you always have, and trusting yourself, trusting what's next for you. And if sometimes you feel like you're that, seeing all these pictures of twigs on the rough water, you're being tossed from one side to the other and being dragged under the water and then up floating and then getting in a space of being in the flow and then getting stuck on one of the rocks that's in the water. Let's move that for everybody and trust that it's just a process. It is completely a process, and you are on it. Your higher self is on it. You've got this. You've got this. You absolutely have got this. Have a fabulous Sunday and create everything you want.